Hi, welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. I'm Christy. So glad you can join me today. Um, I am going to show you how to make a super cute slider card, hopefully. I'm a little nervous about making it. I've made it a couple of times, but it's a super cute. It's a super cute project. So I'm so excited that you guys are here. Go ahead and make sure I got this all set. Yay! And hopefully my sound is good today. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys down. That down. Transition. Yay! Okay, oh my goodness. So I've already made, this is the Hufflepuff, and we're actually going to make this one today. I'm going to change it up and use a black edge around here, but this is the magic card. Slides out, and then there's that super cute pig. Isn't he adorable? I love this pig. And I had made one earlier with the Slytherin colors. I don't know if you guys have any Harry Potter fans out there. Oh, isn't it so cute? I just love this pig. So this is the pig that's from in our July to December mini catalog. It is the Joyful Life, which is on page 63. And there are some really cute critters. There's this pig that's got the fabulous scarf and coffee cup. And then there's a cute little baking hedgehog. And then there's like, I think it's a polar bear with a rabbit in his basket. Super cute set. It's a super cute set. So I'm going to be using the pig from this set. And then I'm actually going to be using the sentiments and the candle images from the Party Puffins, which is super cute, right? Love, love, love. I made a card early. Let's see, I wonder what I did with that. Do, do, do. I made this one with that pig too, with the Gryffindor colors. That it's got that gorgeous ribbon that's in this catalog, and he's so cute. And I love this. This is that Peaceful Places, I think, is the name of this DSP. It's not pretty. I think that's what it's called. Let me see. I love the back of this catalog because you can see very quick the the um, the DSP is called. Yep, Peaceful Place. I love the stars, although they're more like they're stars and snowflakes. Oh, super cute. So this is the pig with the same design, except I didn't make it a slider card. You can see it's very similar in design to the one that I'm going to show you guys how to make. I'm going to show you how to make these slider cards. So to make these cards, you really need to have a bunch of things. So once you've figured out what image you want to have it revealed, you definitely need your Stamparatus, but you also need the window sheets. So you have your Stamparatus, and you can see our Stamparatus. I actually have mine is right here. And that's on page 144. But you're also going to need some of these window sheets. And they come in a pair of two, $5. They're 12 by 12. And we're actually going to cut ours down to, what is it, 5? I'll have to show you. I had it written down. So let's move this out of the way. So our window sheet is actually, I've got to cut it down to 4 1/4. Yeah, 4 1/4. Should be by 5 1/2 to start with. And the important is that I'm going to actually cut this window sheet down after I stamp the pig on here. But you need to make sure that it's worth that little extra that I'm going to save, that you would have saved if you tried to do it earlier, to make it super easy to use your Stamparatus. Because the hardest part is to get the images to line up. Okay, and then, and of course, you're going to need your paper trimmer. But first, let's make, so there's a couple of different, we're going to put, I didn't put this one yet on the base, but I'm going to show you guys how to cut this. So I actually make it, the pocket is one, you need 2 sheets of cardstock. So this one is to make the pocket for your um, your pig and the window sheet, and then you can add it on just like this. To I just glued it on, or used my tear and tape and put it on the front, so that you can have like a regular size card. So it's a little bit thicker. So to mail it it's going to cause more more postage probably. It's so worth it. It's such a cute, super cute card. Okay, so what I used, I actually got the dimensions for this was from to make the first part of it. I've modified it a little bit, but I got it originally from Frenchie's Stamps. So I'll actually have a link to that in my blog when I post it up so that you can see where I got my inspiration. So she, it was with some of the older products. It's pretty awesome, but yeah, that's where I've got most of my beginning measurements. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. There's quite a few. If you Google a slide, magic slide card in YouTube, you can probably find a bunch of different ones. Okay, so first I'm going to use the Bumblebee. I'm going to make another Hufflepuff card. So I'm using Bumblebee for my base, and I'm going to, although I probably could have used it black. I wonder if that would have looked better. So I was going to just recreate this. Now I'm wondering if it would look better if I did it in black. And then put the Hufflepuff on top. I don't know. Let's see. Because this really, the Bumblebee really doesn't stand out as well as the green did. Oh no, I think it's fine on the Bumblebee. Okay. I love how I second guess. Okay, so this is how I made it first, just to make sure I knew what I was doing. I tried it out first, a third time. So what you're going to need to do is, this is just your regular 8.5 by 11 paper, and you're going to cut it on the short end so that you have a long that's 11, but on the 8.5 side, and you're going to cut this at 5.25. So you get this sheet. And then you're going to turn it so it's 11, and you're going to score it. You're going to score it at 5.5. So it is pretty important when you're making this card to try to get it as the measurements as good as you can. So, okay, so you're going to cut it at 4.5, 5, so it's at 5.5 in the middle. And then we're going to, you're going to actually cut one side at 1.5. So you see I've got 1.5 here, but I'm only going to take it down here to my the 5.5. I'm going to cut down, and when you use your score tool or your this little line right here is where the blade is. So you want to get it so it's right there on there. And it's okay if it's a little bit shy. Oh, I got that just right. So you're going to get just like that on this side. And then, okay, but I shouldn't have showed you. Okay, so let me get that back. Okay, so then on the other end, you're going to take your score tool and you're going to score up to the 5.5. So that it's scored at 1/2 here and then cut at 1/2 there. And then you can either flip it and do it, or you can do it at the 4 3/4. I think that's the right one. Let me check. Yep, 4 3/4. So we can do another 1/2 inch. You can see it's 1/2 inch there. So, and that's on the cut end. So I'm going to cut again to this one to 5.5, just to my score mark. You can see I got the 5.5 right there. And then on the other one, I'm going to just score it on the other side, so that when you're done, I'm going to set this aside now. You're going to have these two flaps. We're going to cut those off. So you're going to have this is how we're going to build our envelope or the pocket that we're going to put all the magic slide stuff in. Okay, so then you need your paper snips, and we're going to you're going to let me see. Yeah, it's this way. I find it easier if I just snip that off, and it's this way. So I'm just gonna just like that. So you've got it so it goes to a little angle on this side. So I need to make sure I do it right. There we go. So it looks just like that. And then we're gonna we can fold them. And you want to make sure when you fold them that it's going to fold even. Alright, so you've got it pretty even. Make sure you got your score line at the right place for the half mark. Because we're going to make, so this is your pocket. So then after you get that all nice, then you can, so we're going to do this first. I'm going to use my bone folder. Make sure I get this nice. Okay, that's good. And look at I'm starting to shed a little bit. Means I need to get a new blade out. That means. Okay, so now we need to die cut. So I'm going to bring my die cut machine over. And, wait, first before we die cut, Now I want to put the backing on. And the easiest way to do this is to decide, which side is this one? This side. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece of designer series paper. And this is a bumblebee piece from our, the 2022 in color. This is the little designer series paper 6-pack that you can get in the bumblebee. And I'm just going to, and the flap pieces that's our front. So then I'm just going to add the glue around to the edge. And then I'm just going to put that down here evenly. The reason why I want to put this on first is because I want to cut my hole directly between these two pieces. Right, so now I've got my designer series paper on. Nice. It has a ton of steps. I'm always like, ooh, I'm going to forget a step. Okay, so there's that. Then I need to get my cut and emboss machine. So we're going to need to do two things. We need to put a hole at the top where we put the pull out. And this is the smallest circle from the layering circles right here. So we're going to cut that hole right there, and then we're going to cut this piece here out. Now, I put on this one, I kind of did it even between this piece and this piece. Right, so it's like in the dead center. That means I only have this much room to put the happy birthday if I don't want it to see it, because it has to hide behind this little piece right here. So this one I moved down quite a bit so that I can move the happy birthday down. So that you can see the happy birthday, and I have the "you're the best" on the bottom. Isn't that cute? So that's why we have to make sure we position this the way we want it to be positioned. So I don't have to have it so low, but also you can see I had it a little bit over to the side. But however you cut this hole, that's where you're going to be able to, we're going to stamp the pig through it using our Stamparatus so that it all lines up mostly. I like to do this at the same time as this piece, because when you use that, that's how I know if I've gotten it down low enough. It's because I want to get this piece on. You put this one in the middle, because that's going to be our cooling piece. And then you need to add this one. And okay, so this is the circle, the small circle from the layering circles. This is actually from, these two are from the Hippo Friends. I put it, I said it somewhere. The Hippo and Friends dies, which are awesome. So they layer really well together, and the pig just fits perfect inside, so I love it. So, and that's actually, I used these same ones again. That's how I made this piece as well. Okay. Oh, so I don't need this one. I just need this one. I'm like, why am I putting two on there? I had the two because I used it to make these. So you use the two of them, oh my goodness, to make this piece right here, which is going to layer on the top. But you only need the small piece here to cut out your hole. And so if you see when you after you put your designer series paper in, you'll see you've got like 3 and 3. So this kind of fits, this little piece will fit in the 3, which is really nice. And so it helps you line it up. So it's about more center. And I think I want to move it just a tad bit down. There we go. And yeah, That way I have enough space right here to put my happy birthday. So I know that I want to put my happy birthday right here. And I have enough space to do that. Kind of want to put that in the middle. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to get my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to cut that right out. So one of the reasons why I really like how she did this is because this size fits in our cut and emboss machine. Okay. Now I have on mine, this plate is on the magnetic plate, and it has another one. I can, actually, I don't know, that I just put on here, and this is the, just want to move this. Let me set this down. Okay, so this is the Stampin' Up! Magnetic plate, and I think you can still get them from Sizzix, the magnetic platform. This is when we had our magnetic platform for the Big Shot. And then this one is the Chrome Precision plate, and they have something similar, I think, still now, that I just use with the magnetic plate. I find that it goes, with my framelits, it goes really good. Although, look, it does bend them a little bit. And I just got those on Amazon. I loved our magnetic, one, but we had before, but that one, we were running through them so much and they had to discontinue. Hopefully we're going to get something like that similar. I'm going to use a new plate for you guys today, so I don't get any stuff. Now, if you have trouble going through, you can always, you guys see that? You can always turn it over, and that works too. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to stand, clearly. It's slipping. Slip. Go. Not doing it right. I don't have it straight. I love my little one, mini, but this one I really need the bigger for. Okay, there we go. Do. Okay. Away. Be careful. So I used this Post-it. You can use a Post-it note. This is actually Post-it tape, label and cover-up tape. And I again got it. I think you can get it at Michael's, but I got it on Amazon. Just comes right off. Wait again. Okay. There we go. Yay! Okay. So now we have our pieces cut out. That's where we're going to be able to put our pig. So then, and the reason why I didn't do this beforehand is because you need it to know exactly where you're going to cut it to use your Stamparatus. Okay, so this is the Stamparatus, and here's the pig. Now, I actually, for my Stamparatus, I have that really fun, nice mat that has this great surface on it. I love this. So that's what I've got there, and then I'm going to use this. So I am going to have it, see how it's folded over on one edge. I want it to be exactly, it's folded on this edge, and I know I want my pig to be right here, because I want to put you're the best. So I want to make sure I have room for that. Just like that. I want my pig to be in there, just like that. I want it to be lower. Let's see. This can go down. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. Okay, so see how I have him positioned in there? And then I'm going to just pull my plate down, and he will be picked right up. Yay! So there we have it'll go in the same place. So I've cut a piece of white, basic white cardstock, and it is at 4 1/4. And it's important that you fit it into your, here before you start. I want to make sure that it's at 4 1/4, because you just want to make sure that your white piece will fit between these two. It doesn't matter as much because we can cut it, but after the fact you can always trim it off. But we want this piece to fit in there perfect. So we know that it's, we're going to actually trim this down after we stamp it, but after. Right now it needs to be the exact same because that is how we measured to put this here. So then we can put this directly up against there like that. Now you can use your magnet to hold it, or you can use a piece of post-it tape. What did I do with my magnet? Oh, it comes with, or your Stamparatus comes with 2 magnets. I put duct tape on it and a flag just so it will hold it down for me, so it's easy. So, oh, I can hear thunder. So I'm going to use my memento. So on the white piece, you can just use your memento. Now there's 2 ways. I'll probably post the second way that you can do this card. One is to make it and then put it inside so that, so for this one I remove this piece. So we're going to actually adhere, that piece is going to be adhered inside the card. Or you could do it where you put this piece and that and the piece that we're going to stamp together here, so that when you lift this, this is empty, or you can have something out on that side and then the color is here, but with a piece of white in between. Right now I'm just going to do the slidey way. All right, so you want to make sure you get this nice and inked, and you got this up in the corner, and then you can put your pig in. Like that. Yay. Okay, and then you can check to make sure. Now, I would also, if I'm going to color him, so I think before I do the next step, I would make sure that if you make a mistake, you can do another one. Because when I do when you use we're going to use the same thing to do on our piece of, what is this, the window sheet. But if we don't want to move the pig, so the pig is going to stay right there. And when we stamp it on here, so it'll be exactly the same, because again, it's up against there, right? So this is the piece that's going to go up against here. So we want to make sure the measurement from the bottom edge of the pig is where it goes. If that makes sense. How cute that is. Oh my gosh. He's so totes adorable. So he does fit. So after we color him, we're going to actually cut this out a little bit and then glue it on the back of this. But we'll do that after we've colored him and do the stuff. And I don't think I have it. So when I did it before, yeah, see, I don't think it's going to be exact. It's never exact the same time twice, because you almost never get your, put your dies exactly in the same place, no matter how hard you try. You always get it. So you always are going to have to do this piece first to find your position and then do it. Okay, so here is my pig. He's so cute. Okay, I'm going to do another one just in case something happens to that one, so that if I mess up really bad or get ink or something on it while I'm trying to put it down, that way I have an extra, a spare. It's only a piece of cardstock, but it'll be so much easier after the fact. So here's my spare pig. He's so cute. Awesome. Okay, so then to do the vellum, or not vellum, it's you could probably, I wonder if you could use vellum, maybe, but this is the window sheet. So I'm going to use my Stampin' my chamois, and I've cut mine into in half so that the quarter is so it's smaller, because I'm going to go ahead and get the ink off of my, but I'm not moving him. See, he's still stuck. So that's one of the reasons why I love my chamois cut in half, is because it gives me a good amount. Okay, so to use on the what is this, the window sheet, and again I'm going to make sure that it's going to fit exactly the way I want it to. It fits exactly right here. Pick the other one on the bottom, because that's where my pig's going to go, right here. And again, I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter afterwards so that it doesn't stick out. But I've cut this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I'm going to hold that down. So again, up here in the corner. So now comes well, it's not scary, but the more scary part, because I'm going to use StazOn. And I don't know if you've used StazOn before, but it's a little bit messy. It's perfect for using on plastic, on your window sheets. If you're making goodie bags, you would use StazOn. So what StazOn is a permanent ink, and you need to do special things to clean. So also we sell it to is the cleaner. So there's special Stampin' Up StazOn cleaner you can get, and I'll show you guys how to use that in a sec too. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this on. So when your StazOn comes, it does have this little plastic container on it. Make sure you put that plastic container back. That's you gotta put that back on, keeping it. And then like other inks that are classic ink, you store it upside down, like the Versamark or your spots even. You can do upside down. That way it keeps the ink even up at the top. Our classic, the big pads are actually designed to it actually flips the ink pad upside down as you store it so that you don't have to worry about that, to keep the ink as good as it can be. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink up my pig with the StazOn. You want to make sure you get that nice and inked. Don't push too, you don't want to move your pig from where he is, because remember, he's exactly on the right place. So make sure you get it nice and inked. And I'm going to go ahead. Get it nice and inked on there. Yay! That's so fabulous. Okay, so then when you put your ink away, your StazOn, you need to make sure you put the sit down. You need to make sure you put the lid back on, and then put it away, just like that. Okay, so then I can take this off. And I'm going to go ahead and set this. I'm actually going to set it right here so I don't smudge it. It takes a few minutes to dry. But I'm going to show you guys how to clean off your, once you've used the StazOn. So I do a couple of things. I find that it's much less gooey if I use a baby wipe on it first to get some of it off. And then you use your StazOn. As you can see, even with the baby wipe, see there's still quite a bit on. And then look, you put this on there, it comes. Now, if you don't want to do this on your plate here, you can, of course, put it on a different block. I'm going to use the baby wipe to kind of blot it up. It's so icky. And look, see, it comes all off. But, so the important thing, it's not as critical right away with your rubber stamp, with your red rubber, as it is with your photopolymer. But your photopolymer, you need to make sure that you can then wash this off with a little bit of soap and water, because the StazOn cleaner will ruin your photopolymer stamps. If you leave it, just leave it on there. So you can't really leave it on. Okay, look at that. Oh, it's so nice. And I'm going to clean it, the clean one. See if I get most of that off. So nice. So there, I got to make sure I got it all off. And then, oh, look at that. Nice and clean. And then I'm going to use my chamois to make sure I got all of the stuff off of it. Now afterwards, like after I'll probably get out my, actually I guess I could show you guys. Are you guys familiar with, let's see if I have it right here. My Stamp and Scrub. I thought I had it handy. I had it in the other room. Now I don't see what I did with it. I had it out in the other room, and I bet you it's still out in the other room. That's the only problem with stamping. Oh wait, no, here it is. here's my Stampin' Scrub. I did put it away. So this is our Stampin' Scrub, and it's not as convenient as the chamois because it is a little bit bigger, but the Stampin' Mist is a must. So as you can see, it has one side that shows like has little raindrops, and then this is the dry side. And what I'm going to do is we also have Stampin' Mist. And our Stampin' Mist isn't just cleaner, it's also reconditioner. And especially if you use a lot of baby wipes, it's really good to, if you get into the habit like once a week or something, or after you've made a bunch of cards and you're about to put your stamp set away and you're not going to use that one for a while, to make sure, it's so hard to do it on the big plate, I'll just put on another block, is to clean your red rubber with the Stampin' Mist and on the Stampin' Scrubber, because the Stampin' Mist will recondition it reconditions your red rubber. So if you use a lot of baby wipes instead of like your chamois, I would suggest to get this and do that. Make sure you do that to your, once a week or whatever, or after you've done a bunch, because it reconditions your stamps and it keeps them nice and fabulous for so long. Just so awesome. I love my. I'll just set that down and try not to put it there. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this away. Get some of the stuff out. So yeah, so there's a lot more steps when you use your StazOn to clean, but it is definitely doable. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, that's the Stamparatus. It's awesome. Stamparatus is also great. You're making a bunch of the same, so you can just whip them out. Also, if you're having if you're going to stamp on something that's going to be hard to recreate, like if you've got a piece of DSP that you want to do, and make sure you get a good image, especially if it's a much larger stamp, then it's good to use Stamparatus because you can stamp it multiple times if you need to, and it's in the same place. So Stamparatus is pretty awesome. It's a great tool to have. Love my Stamparatus. Okay, so now we have our pig. We know that he is going to go right here. Oh, isn't that so cool? Look at that. Okay, so when you're putting your pig on here, you want to make sure that you have him, you hadn't accidentally turned it the wrong way, because if you did, then it doesn't match. So you want to make sure you have him turned the right way. And again, like I said, the most important thing is this bottom edge, right? Because that's what we lined it up on. So I'm going to actually trim the top so it fits. Now I'm not going to trim the sides because that helps me make sure it's in the right place in the middle. But I do need to trim the top. And you could, I guess, if you're really good and you can stamp an image upside down, you can do that too, I guess. But so I'm just going to cut it to 4 1/4 or 4 1/2. I'm just going to take off the top of my window sheet, and then you can save this for something else that you might need, especially if you have you make those cards with the little pop-ups. So you can totally use that window sheet for other stuff. So just save that. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. So see, he's going to go right on top. Oh, so cute. Okay. So the way that we're going to do it this way is I have got to color my pig, because I don't think this one fits. Yeah, it doesn't. It's totally different. Okay. Fits perfect. Perfect, just like that. Very awesome. Okay, so I'm also going to go ahead and trim my white piece top as well to the 4 1/2. Remember, you want to make sure you keep the bottom. You always trim from the top, not from the bottom, because that bottom piece is what keeps our measurements the right size. See, so he will be just like that. Oh, so cool, so cool. Okay. So then we need to put the pig down on this, and I just use my Stampin' Seal. And, ooh, where's my glasses? I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal just around here to hold my window sheet in place. So I wouldn't suggest using glue, although I guess if you're really good, you can. But I like you can use the tear and tape, but the seal works really good. So just make sure, like I said, that you have your pig is going the right direction, that you haven't accidentally flipped it. And then you're just going to make sure you put it down here on the bottom, that you've lined it up in the middle, just like that. Oh, look at that. And then you can press it down, just like that. Isn't that awesome? Now I did do a little bit too much glue right here. Doesn't matter too much, but I'm just going to rub that off. I actually have my nice, a little bit too much glue. Was a little bit too over enthusiastic with that glue. It's not going to matter too much, but I wanted to get that off. Okay, so now we have to do this piece. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. See, look at that. It fits so perfect. Okay, so now we have to color him because we're going to glue this piece down. And that means that we need to color first. Once we put it together, we won't be able to do so. So I use Bumblebee, and we don't have a Bumblebee blend. So I'm just going to use my Bumblebee Stampin' Write marker to color my scarf. So cute. Doo-doo-doo. So it does take a little bit longer, but it's so cute. This is so cute. And of course, everyone is different, so this is not one I would say is easy to do a ton of, because like I said, every time you do your make the hole in the front, it can change just a little bit. Now, I'm going to use the light cinnamon cider for my stripes. And of course, I'm doing this before I glue it down in case I mess up. Also, blends will bleed through a little bit, and I'm going to use the blends for my pig. I wish we had a bumblebee blend, but we don't. But the marker works pretty good. Go. Okay, so I'm going to use the petal pink for my pig, and I use the dark petal pink for his nose, and here we go. I need to buy some new ones for the ears and his nose, but I'm not going to do underneath the glasses. So I'm stopping at the glasses because I'm actually going to use Wink of Stella on his glasses, and it looks so cute. I'm just using the dark petal pink on his nose and ears. Like that. And then I'm going to use the light petal pink. Let's see if I have. I've totally used these. I've used up my. I need to order new ones. Brush end for my pig. He's so cute. So I know it's not that awesome watching me color, but you gotta make sure you guys color these before you put it down. Because once you put it down, you can't take it off. So I do want to try and get the measurements and do the one where you pull it off. Where when you lift it, it is the magic. I've seen that one too. That's where you leave the white piece on the inside instead of pulling the white piece out. And I haven't mastered that piece yet. One at a time, I guess. Anyway, I saw this set and I was like, oh, he's the perfect Harry Potter pig. And I saw somebody else had a Harry Potter pig too. So I know that it wasn't just me. Oh, that's not center. I want to use soft suede. So I'm going to use the soft suede for his cup on the inside. And then I'm going to you can use white. I've been using the ivory to give it a little bit of color. But you can leave that white, the cup white if you want. But I just colored it just a little bit. It's a little bit different than the petal pink. And then I'm going to use, don't forget about your Wink of Stella. Like I said, I'll have all the measurements and stuff on my site, up on my blog later today. Hopefully later today I'll get it done. Otherwise it'll be up tomorrow. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So cute, right? So cute. And then I want to put "You're the Best" on the bottom. What did I do with that stamp? These are the candles. I'm sure it's like right here. Oh, I took it off. That's where it is. The best. And again, you could use your Stamparatus to do this if you want it to be perfectly. We'll just look and see again. He's going to fit right there. So it goes really nice underneath his little feet. So I'm just inking this up with the memento. I'm just using the regular memento, not the Stays On. There's my "You're the Best." Super cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then how am I going to attach this to the back of this card is I'm actually going to line it up. I'm actually going to add my adhesive to the back of my card here. Then after I've got that on there, I'm going to make sure that it's lined up on here correctly. Just like that. See how he's lined up perfectly? And then I'm just going to fold it back down on the thing. Just like that. See, he's just like that is on there. See, there's the "You're the Best." Isn't that awesome? So that is so fabulous. Now, you see these little flaps right here? This is what we need to, then after we've got that done, then we need to use our bone folder. Go ahead and recrease those nice. Just like that. And now we're going to make our white piece that goes in here. I wonder if I just used my white piece, my extra white piece. Okay, so before you glue this, and we're gonna put tear and tape right here and close it down. But before I do that, at the very top of this right here, I need to use, I did some little white, you use these little white strips. These are just 1/4 by 4, so they're only like 1/4 inch, so super tiny. And you're going to just use some glue, and I'm going to put it right here at the very top of my thing, right here in the middle at the very top. Now you can do it, if you forget this piece, you can still slide it in and do it after the fact. But this is going to be just a little bit of a stopper, because we're actually going to put it on our white piece. We're going to put 2 of those to keep it, so you can't see it on your on the pig. So I'm going to put the 2 right there. So cute. Okay, so no, I'm sorry, that's 2. The 1 is right there. So you're going to put 1, that's just 1/4 inch by 4. And when you can make it the same size all the way across, but I just did the 4, so it's right there in the middle like that. Okay, so then we can put our tear and tape, which, where have I put my tear and tape? Here we go. Or you could use glue for this one too. It's up to you, but you want to make sure that when you do this, you get it on here. And we've done the hard part now. The hard part was getting the image to be right where we want it to be. So one of the things I love about the tear and tape is, put this tear and tape on here. Then I'm going to pull that tear and tape off. And then you can just use your finger to roll it up under there if you can get the paper started. Oh my goodness, I can't see. There we go. My trash. Get started. Probably should put the other one on before I did this, but go. Just see, it just folds down over, so it works nice. I should put my glasses on. Need to put my glasses on. Okay. There's just so many steps, I know. It's so cute when it's done. Okay. So then you pull it over. And then you need to do the other side too. Now do make sure you get it, do it pretty close to the edge. And like I said, if it goes over, you can just do it. Now if you do this on your silicone mat, it doesn't stick to the paper, which helps. But I didn't even get my silicone out mat again this time. Okay, there we go. Okay, so when you close this though, you want to make sure that you haven't moved everything so that your pig still lines up before you mush it down. I can get this off. There we go. Okay, just roll up the excess. Like that. Okay, so now, we're going to close it. So this is where the pocket, this is the pocket where our white that's going to pull out is going to be. So first we need to get this out of the way so I can show you guys. So you just need to make sure, use your fingers to kind of bow it a little bit. So you want to make sure that your pig is going to be completely in the right place. Oh my gosh, look at that, it's so cute. And then you can make sure you push this down, and voila, perfect, perfect. And now it's sealed. Got a little bit of glue that came off the edge. Rip it down so I can get that. I was playing with it, I didn't get it completely. It's funny. Okay, there we go. Now, if you had too much on one side, you can always trim this down because remember it's going to go on to another piece of cardstock. There you go. It's so pretty. Okay, and then you can use, so I made this one out of black. I also did, on the other one I used I went ahead and did it in the bumblebee. But I thought it needed a little bit more color, so I'm going to do it in the black. I'm just going to use glue, and like I said, I used the two these two dies from the Hippo and Friends die set, which is an awesome die set. So awesome. I use these two. Oh, love them. Add that to frame my little pig. He's so cute. No. Just be careful with the glue when you're doing this. You don't want to get glue on your on your window sheet. It's hard to get glue off the window sheet. Black slivers. Go. There we go. Awesome sauce. There he is. It's so funny how I have little black shed pieces. Okay. On here. There we go. Muy bien. Okay, so there you go. So that's pretty awesome. Now we need to do the inside piece. That's the white. See, I got a little bit of glue right here. Be careful with that glue. I'm so bad with the glue. I find that you can use a little bit of, just use your finger. It's usually damp enough to get that, rub that glue off. There we go. That glue away. For now. Okay, so then we need a piece of Whisper White, or Basic White, to go on the inside. Okay, so I think I used my extra piece of Whisper White. Oh, I'm sure I did. So let me cut another piece of the Whisper White to go in here. And I'll just take me a second, actually. I have this one, but I don't think this is big enough. Let me see. Because this is cut at 4. No, this isn't cut at 4. I need one that's cut at 4. Okay, so for your inside piece, you need to cut it at 4. I think it's like 5 1/8. So let me cut another piece of this real white. So this one, I'm just going to cut it at, let's cut it 5 1/2, which is just the half. I just half the white sheet. And then I know I need it at 4. And I think it's at 4 and 5 1/2. I think is what I decided it needed to be. Where is my other piece? Here we go. Let's measure this to make sure that I have it the right. It's 5 and 8. Nope, it's 5 1/4. 4 and 5. Yep, 5 1/4. Okay, so it needs to be 5 1/4. There we go. All right. 2. Okay, so here is the 5 1/4, and this is the piece that's going to slide in here. So it's going to be in, oops, that's my, it's going to slide in here just like this. Let's see if I got it. Fit. What have I gotten on here? I've got something where it's stuck. Not sure what I've done. Oh, I just can't. There it goes. It goes in there, just like that. So you can see it's got a little bit here. That's the part that's going to pull out. Okay, so on the back of this, so this is the side that I'm gonna figure out which side you want to be your front. It's usually where it has the best. I got glue on my paper. There we go. Make sure that it's nice. Do. And then you're gonna glue two pieces of those white strips. They're 1/4 inch by 4. What did I do with my other one? They were right here. And this just, oh, I dropped it on the ground. I can see it right here. Hold on a sec. That's how that always works. Okay. So this is your the stopper mechanism, so that you don't just automatically yank it out. I was able to, but you're allowed to, you can still get it out, but this just when you're using it gently, it doesn't come out. And I find that if I put 2 on the, but you can do it on the back. So whatever side's your front, put 2 on the back, the very bottom. And that's what catches it, is that on the very bottom. So, awesome sauce, just like that. Again, okay. So now you can look at your paper, how it's going to set in here, and you know that you have only this amount of space to put your happy birthday so that it doesn't show. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, what was easiest to do is, I forgot, I usually put this on first. So let's do that, because that's way better to do it first. Okay, so you're going to slide your white card in. That's your 4, and there we go, where you want it to be. And then pull it out a little bit so that you know where it fits. This will fit in. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use the black. So I'm going to just kind of fold it over with my fingers. And then I'm going to put glue on. You can use whatever adhesive you'd like, but put some glue. And so I know I want it to be right here so that it fits in the middle, right there. That, so that you know it fits there. And then, and more glue, and just fold that over. And like me, you get glue everywhere, of course. See all my scribbles, what I was trying to do, all my measurements again. So I actually made this card, I figured out how I would make the card when I was actually staying at a hotel where I was visiting with my team. And when I came home, I unpacked everything and came home. I totally put that wherever I wrote all my measurements. Did not make it into the house, or at least into the keep pile, and I don't know what I did with it. So I did all that work and I forgot. Here we go. So I had to reimagine. So now I'm going to use my punch holder. This is the crocodile. I know you can still get these. Stampin' Up! Used to carry them. Or you can use your hole punch. However, I'm just going to punch a hole. I just love the crocodile. Just in the middle right there. So that's where I can put my my ribbon or my baker's twine. See how that's going to go? Okay. So now I know that, because you know you've got your backer on the back, and there's the top. So I know now where to put my happy birthday. Because you know you want it to be below that, but not super below. I probably need to stand up. So you're just going to get that in there. Look at that. So awesome. Now I love this this set, the Party Puffins, because it has these fun, like floating candles. And if you've ever seen the Harry Potter stuff, they have like floating candles, which is why I was like, oh, that's perfect. So I've got those. And as you can see, right, this covers. So if you still have your yellow piece, you kind of know that it's right there in the center. So you know you want to make sure you keep your candles far away from that edge. Right? So you know that's where, otherwise you'll be able to see them. So I just do that. Just like that. Now I have some floating candles. And then, of course, I'll color these. And for the coloring of these, I just used the dark Daffodil Delight for the flames, because it's similar enough to the bumblebee. It's a little bit brighter, but not too bad. Just for my flames. And then you can pick whichever color you want. I mean, yellow or bumblebee is a little bit too much yellow. So I actually used some blue. I like the blue. So I'm using the light balmy blue and the light, this is the Night of Navy. And just to color my candles. Just to add some color to the candles. I'll just add a little bit of Night of Navy. You can use any of the colors you like. That. Yay! Oh my gosh. So, I've got the one piece in here. That's the back stop. And then you just, so you bow it out a little bit and you slide this in. And here we go. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Isn't that adorable? And then you slide it. And that works so perfect. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Okay. So then we need to add the twine. Now I know we can, I don't know where I got this. I have some bumblebee twine. I think this is from one of I'll use the black though. I know I have it from, oh, let's use the white and then use a black tie. The bumblebee, I had this thread. I'm like, ooh, where did I get that? Pretty sure it was from one of the paper pumpkins. Okay, so I'm going to make it, I just need a little bit of this baker's twine. And just go through a little loop here, just like this. Pull that tight. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the black. and then just tighten a knot around here. If you're really, fabulous, or you can use, of course, ribbon that you have. I'm just gonna use my thread. Let's see if I can make another knot. I'm gonna cut it too short. Nope, I can do it. Just have to hold my tongue just right. Okay, there we go. Yay! And then I'll just trim it. Maybe. Cool. And there's my pull for. Oh, now I have my little pull. Yay! Oops, I have it too bowed. So if you bow it too much, it will come right out. So I have to okay, let's stick it back in. Flatten it out again so that it'll catch. There you go. Now it'll catch. Just like that. Yay, okay. Now, this, like I said, this is the front of my thing. And I have the black matte dots. Where are they? Here they are. So we need those. I love black matte dots. These are so fabulous. Okay. Let's get my paper cursor out. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. I should do it. Go. I've just added a few dots to it. Awesome sauce. So I got a little bit of glue on this edge. Okay, so that's just your front. So there we go. We've got the magic card part down. Awesome. Now we need to put it in a card. So I'm going to actually put it, you're just going to glue it onto a regular card. So this is half of an 8.5 by 11. I've cut it at 5.5 and scored it 4.25. And then I've made some inserts that are 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 that'll go inside. And then you just need to decorate it how you would. You want to put the happy birthday. Where's that lovely? I have that one. Is there a magical one? What was in that one new birthday set? I can't remember what was in it. In your words. Yeah, here we go. In your words. Hope your day is fantabulastic. That's what I want to use. Love this set. And this is one that's just for celebration. You can get with it when you have either a $300 party or you spend $300, which is super easy to do. You get that for free. It's part of the celebration. So, and I'm going to stamp this before I put it in case I mess up. I have not cut this one down. Yep, see, look, I didn't cut it down. Oh. So let me turn it over. That's why this has two sides. Yay! So I'm just doing it in Memento. Now I usually cut my rubber down, but I had hurt my hand pretty bad when I was doing these and didn't get a chance. So if you don't, go around to make sure you don't have any black around the edges there. And on it. And sweet. Then, because I turned it over and I need a new blade on mine. Let me put this away so I can see what I'm doing. Sometimes it gets like you get these little edges. Just use your bone folder and they will just go right down. Super nice. And then I would say if you want, you can stamp whatever you want on the inside. I actually took a piece of that cardstock. How I usually do my cardstock, I add it to the back and the front of my card. So this is just a 1/2 inch strip of the DSP by 4. Just adding it to the bottom. And I'll just add it inside to my card. Now, if I was going to use my Stampin' Blends, then you would definitely not want to use the back side. You would need to get a new piece because if you use Stampin' Blends on that, it will bleed through. But otherwise, you can't even tell that I made a mistake on that side. So fabulous. Fluff, fluff, fluff. And then actually, since I have already cut down my happy birthday, I'm going to put the happy birthday on this side. And then add some floating candles. And another piece of DSP to the back. So pull that theme through. And then you can either color these on the back. I'm not going to color them. I think I will add, though, Wink of Stella to my flames. I don't know if I did that on this piece. Did I? Did not. So, let me add the Wink of Stella. So now if you're on this piece, because you can see the back, you can still see the back. See how it blends through? Now I have bent this so many times. You really do need to use your bone folder and flatten this so that it doesn't pull out right away. Yeah, there we go. Because then it won't pull out. Catches. Oh, I pulled it out too far. So if, because you've bent it so much and you need, and it's still not catching, just add another one of those, the white. Let's see, there it catches. You just need to not pull if you don't ink on it too hard. Okay, so I'm going to attach it to this. And because this is heavier, I'm definitely going to use my tear and tape to attach this to my card front. Okay. Lost the edge again. Okay. Although I probably should have put it closer to the edge. You should put it close to the edge. I didn't put it close enough to the edge. Okay. Okay, make sure you get that on. Tool to get it off. It is easier to use your pick a tool to get it off. Doo-doo-doo. So the hardest part is just making sure your pig aligned. Or your image, whatever your image is. And all you need to do is make sure that the image that you picked will fit inside of whatever frame that you pick, whichever die frame you want to use in the front. You just want to make sure that it fits in there. And you could probably use those stitch squares. I would use something that, like, as you can tell, this one was big, but it wasn't very big, right? You don't want to use something that's way bigger than your image, because it works really nice. Okay. I had that moment of, oh no, I put it upside down. Okay, so I need to make sure I get this on here straight. You would hate to mess it up at the last second. Make sure my tail's not underneath. Oh my gosh, there it is. Yay! Oh, wow, look at that. There we go. So here is our magic card. See? There it is. So cute. And then it says happy birthday. The floating candles. And happy birthday. You're the best. And then you open it up. And it says, hope your day is fantablistic, fabulous, and fantastic all in one. And then You have this in the back, and then of course, if you can always add our Stampin' Up! Logo, which I always have out. This is from that really fabulous new set. What is it called? Handmade for You. And I just keep that on a block right up here so I don't forget. But now it's all finished. Isn't that super cute? Super cute. You can add any more sparkle if you need. But I love how the sparkle really comes through with his glasses. Oh, so cute. So cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed making this slider card. I know this is a bit longer than usual, but that's how that works with the longer to make the stuff. But I just want to let you guys know, remember, celebration is going on now, and the Haunts and Harvest, which is our next paper pumpkin, and you have until September 10th to get that. And it makes treat packages. I think it's like 12 treat packages, and you can have, I think there's enough stuff to either do apples, pumpkins, or jack-o'-lantern, so that's kind of exciting. And of course, we'll have lots of examples. And if you guys have never had paper pumpkin, or you have it and you know you're going to love it, it is celebration. That means that you could get the paper pumpkin and use the code, um, and that you can go into my online store and purchase a 3-month code. If you purchase the 3-month code, the $63, it counts towards a free celebration item. Now, when you get the code, it doesn't automatically start. You have to actually use that code, and you take it to your account, your paper pumpkin account, and there's like a place where you put it in, and then you put that code in and activate it, and that's how you'll make sure you'll get your you'll be getting the paper pumpkin with the code. But it's so fabulous to get celebration stuff. I love celebration. And then, of course, we have a joining special because no celebration would be complete without it. And it's super awesome. Our starter kit is always our best deal, but during celebration, you get not only you get $125 worth of product for the $99 plus free shipping and sample paper pumpkin, but you also get to pick one of those bundles that are in the fabulous July to December mini catalog for free, and you just add that on to your starter kit, which is pretty awesome. And then you can start earning, as soon as you join, you can start earning that 20% on your next order, and that means it's so much easier to get to that 50 to get more free product. So I love celebration because there are so many awesome, adorable things to get. Of course, as always, um, love celebration time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's card. And if you need anything, be sure to use my host code. I think my thank you card is one of these, the pretty blue with the hand. This is the beautifully pen paper. That's one of the celebration items, and a pack of. If you spend $50 or more in my online store, I'll also send you a pack of the blue adhesive gems free from me. So awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's um, fun little the piggy card. Can you guys see that? I know it's all shiny right there. There we go. Oh, it's so cool. Love, love, love. It's so much fun. Let's see if I can get this to go. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and great rest of your weekend, and happy crafting. And I hope you guys try this card. Definitely show me in the comments because I would love to see all of your fabulous magic cards. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy crafting. Bye.